for beginner nail techs. It's gonna be a perfect tutorial for you. Hello everyone, this is Nancy. Welcome back to Glitz live tutorials, and we're back with another episodes. And today I'm gonna show you as a request. And if Stephanie, if you are here, that you will suggest and want to see the designs of this set, I'm excited for this. And this color is really perfect for spring. Also, you can use the same techniques and do it with different color, like say purple, pink, blue, or whatever colors you have in your mind, and you can able to create that too. And then if you, especially if you're having a hard time to doing your ombre, there's no need like any of the magic at all. It's just super easy. After you're watching this tutorial, promise with you, you can nail it in like no time. So let's get right into it. So I have all of this is already done, and then I'm gonna do 3 of them, and we are going to do 3 of them. It's really simple with the ombre, and then also with the request on YouTube as well. And we are going to do the French nails, like similar French like this looks, if you want to doing like really simple French using the gel painting. So let's do one designs like this design first. And I have the tips I already have it out there, and then also I'm talking about how you can size it. If you have your clients, you can have in a chart note, whether you write it down or you are adding it the chart note on your portfolio when you're booking your clients. So then that way you can size them all one time. You don't have to do it every single time. So it's make it easy because you already have a numbers. You can pull it out nice and easy for your clients without wasting a few more minutes to do it sizing every single time, because you already have a chart. So if you want to size all the clients when the clients have a bare nails, like which is no products on it, you can able to size them every single shape you have. Like say if you have the almond shape, you can size the almond shape, you know. And then if almond shape have 3 lengths, which is almond short, almond medium, almond long, then you can size them all. Because keep in mind the different shape and different length of each tips will give it slightly different. So I say coffin medium is on the thumb number 1, and like on the almond short is might be number 2. So keep in mind that it might be slightly different. So if you can size it, it doesn't take that much time at all, but it saves you a ton of the time later when you're doing for your clients or creating press on nails or pre-make gel extension. So get right into that. And if you have any question during the stream that you have it, don't hesitate to bring it up and drop the comment. I will try to read the comments and answer and respond to you fast as possible. But if not right away, just be patient and drop more comments when you have a spare moment. Thank you, Tanika. Hello. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stephanie. Hello. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope everyone having a fabulous day. And let's get started with this. Stephanie, we're gonna create this look, and I'm excited because we're gonna using the this crystal kit to create that final looks, the bloom and shimmer. And I'm excited. The tip I'm using is almond medium. Hey, if you have your reference choice like of coffin short, coffin medium, coffin long, feel free to do this. And then the techniques apply with everything. So I get 3 of them is out. And first thing first, we are doing the primer. And with Glitz tip, you do not have to etch, I mean the etching them, you don't have to file them, buff them, so eliminate a lot of, you know, dust and a lot of time for you to prepping it. So just primer to remove any of dubbish or any of the oil on the nail surface, the tip surface, and then let it air dry. Now we're gonna go in with the base coat. Okay, and we apply it for, that is so awesome. You will love that kit. That kit I was one of really cute, perfect for spring and summer. And also it's not only a spring and summer, you can use it throughout the year as well. And I'm excited for you. I can't wait for you to receive your bloom and shimmer crystal kits. All right, so base coat, good layer, thin layer, and we're gonna key all 3 of them at once. And I have this one, we're gonna do it later for a different set, because we're planning to do that, but I'm so excited. I want to share with you for any of us want to do the French and make it's gonna be easy. And if you're having a hard time creating a French, we're gonna do that later. But first thing first, we're gonna do ombre. It's gonna look like this looks, and especially for any of us trying to getting a French or first time doing a French, and you think is if you do not have the airbrush machine, if you don't have any fancy tool or anything else, this is gonna be a great technique for you to do. And I promise when you have your hands on and follow exactly what I'm sharing it with you, you pretty much can nail it 99%. All right, so 30-second done. So now here's an option. You can either doing a soft colors like a light nude soft colors, or you can also do like say you can also adding the one thin coat of soft white or milky white. So let me put it on, but really option, okay? You can do it right on the top of the nails, just really one coat. I'm gonna hold the whole tray because I can do 3 nails at a time and cure them. So milky white, wipe it up in one end, and on the other end, the other side, that's how you are going to apply your polish. I just want soft layer for the background. If you want just a little bit of color on it, but it's not like quite colors, because I want the beautiful yellow sun's colors on these tips. All right, here you go. 60-second cure, everyone. This is give it like a good background for that. And the colors we are going to ombre is yellow sun. So let me know if you're getting this color in your sub box, because I got this one in my sub box. The believing the color I'm using pudding, but you can using this one we did creating ombre here. If you missed the videos that we did it together, check out the previous video and few video back. You can able to see how I create. It's really nice and easy. Like you blink your eyes and you're already creating and finish your ombre. So it should not be like give you a hard time or struggling with that at all. So give it a good shake for number. And then before that, I'm waiting for the nails to be here. I will drop a couple drop of the base coat that I just used on that plate. Just make sure there's no pigment or no dust and anything on the plate. So when you pick up your base coat, it will nice and smooth without grainy. We'll drop a couple drop here. You can do more if you need, you know, extra of it, and put it on the side. We are going to use yellow sun. Wipe it up on one side, and then we're gonna using on the other side with load with your products. Oh, you got yellow sun! Yay! That is perfect. That's the color we're doing it right now, Stephanie. Okay, so we're gonna do just apply half of the nails. This is the almonds medium, but you might want to do a little bit longer or further if you're doing almonds long, or like coffin long, coffin extra long, stiletto extra long. It's just adjusting accordingly to your liking, to your clients. Like if your clients want like, oh, I want a lot of more ombre, or the clients like, oh, I just want a little bit ombre. So just go with the flows and whatever your clients want it. So now first coat, and I have the floral brush number 1. If you don't have similar brush like this, it's absolutely fine. You can using a regular gel brush. It should work great. It's not about the brush, it's just about the technique and shading. So now here's a base coat. I just drop couple drop here, and I submerging my bristles. Like you can keep it, just lay whole and tie the bristle like the flat. You can see that I pick up your base coat. It's not only on just the tip of the bristle, you want a whole and tie of the bristles. And then let me take this one out by itself to show it's really close. You can do it on that on the tray if you want to, and whole and tie. Let me adjusting the camera for our YouTube, and then my Facebook fam. Let me see if the Facebook, can you see it clear? Here you go. All right. So give me a holler if you can't see anything. I will try to adjusting it much possible. All right, so YouTube good, TikTok good, and Facebook good. Let me know if it's in Instagram. So I will submerging, and then you can see this end, it doesn't have much of products. We don't need it. We need it on one end because we don't want on the other end that you don't use, and it's gonna dripping and it's gonna flood your design. So now you're gonna do, let me show you on the side. You're gonna place your bristles flat, not angle 30 or 60 40 or whatever it is, because when you start doing this, only of your tips of your bristle will do the work. The rest of them doesn't play the roles in it. So you want the whole thing, the first and the tip guiding your pigment, and then whole and tie the bristle will blend it for you. So you want guiding, brush your pigments toward to the cuticle, and then the body of your bristle will blend it for you. So that's what you want that the techniques going. So first you're gonna go, you can choose to do from the left to the right if you are left-handed, or you can do right to the left or left to the right, however work and whatever work for you. And you can go back and forth as you needed it. You can see that how the bristle is guiding, the tip of it guiding, and then the body of your bristle is just blending it. So you can see like it start gradually is seeing it from the dots on the free edges toward to the cuticle is softer it looks, and kind of blending it nice and easy. That's it. So just in case you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm doing it, but it still have really harsh ombre. So what happened is probably it loading, and then you probably applied too much of the coat of the gel polish here, and only you need to do wipe up your bristles in a piece of paper or lint-free wipe and submerging it back into your base coat. I'm just need a little bit, and then do the same thing. So now if you're happy with this, you should do, it's really light touch. You don't have to go aggressive at all, and it just automatically is blend it nice and easy for you. So now I'm gonna go ahead and keep for 60 seconds and go back in the second coat. So do the same thing with the other two. All right, submerging your bristles into the base gels. Keep your brush flat to the nail plates. And you should be able to do that even if you apply this on your client's nail. It should not give her a hard time at all. You can still able to smooth it nice and parallels with the tips. And here you have it. You can go back and forth, and you see that the amount of your base coat is not flooding. You give it soften to moisten enough for your brush, so then your brush will not be too sticking to the surface. It's help it blending and kind of smoothing it out your pigment gradually. All right, 60 seconds here. And then we're gonna do the same thing. And if you're doing all 10 nails to the client, you can do 5 tips, 5 of the client's nails at a time. And each time before you submerging back into the base coat, I usually wipe it off my bristles. I have a piece of paper right here and sticking right here really well, so it's not moving anywhere. It's not under the camera right now, but it's right on my side, so I can wipe it up right on my hand. So back, submerging, and do the same thing. Keep it flat. It's important to keep it flat, and then you start. When you pick up some base coat, it should feel smooth to you. It shouldn't feel like, oh my gosh, the bristle is sticking to the nails. I can't shift it. It can't move, and it's not smooth like you are talking about. It means that you probably need a little bit of the more base coat, because if it's too dry, it can't. Your bristles can't move. All right, so clear that one, same thing, and then back into this. So now if you want this to be darker, here, let me pull this one out. And if you want it to be just like that, and you can stop right here, but if you want it to be darker, just one shade a little bit darker, you can do another coat. And I believe we did it in like this one coat, and then I apply the is milky white on the top of it. That's why it's softened it look. All right, so one more coat. And this, you can use a little bit. I would say the first you're doing half of the nails, 50%, and then afterwards you're doing like a 40%. So you want it to focus more colors on the free edges, and then kind of blend it toward to the cuticle so it's lighter. So submerging your bristle back into the base coat, and then blend it. Okay, you can see that my bristle is nice and flat on the nail surface. 60-second here, and you repeat that in all. If you're doing it on the client's nail, do 4 nails first, and then do the thumb last, either way, or reverse it, and like your thumb first and then do your, you know, the other 4. So apply one more coat of the color of your choice, about 40%. If you're doing a first, it's 50%. You're going to do like 40%. Okay. Keep the bristle parallels. Okay, 60-second here. Let me know if you're trying it. Even you don't try a whole set today, if you want, you're always having the troubleshoot with the ombre. Either it's gonna give you a harsh line and it's not smooth and it's not blending. Give it a try, the technique today, and come back on the next live video and let me know how it's easy and how it make it super smooth for you. And it work with every single color. It doesn't have to be this colors. All right, blend, blend, blend. The keys here is your base coat. The smoothing it out without destroy the integrity and the pigment of your colors. Okay, 60-second here. So now there's a lot of different, like you can stop right here. It looks so cool and it's already stunning and it's soft. And I believe we did it this one, and it's one soft, and then here is another tip and trick too. So when you finish it, you can see that the colors is really nice. If you want it to be, obviously the colors is nice and like a bright, you know, yellow suns like this, you can leave it alone. It looks so cool though. I like either way. Or when you finish everything, you can also adding one thin coat of your milky white on it. Okay, thin coat of your milky white on it. So that looks really good already. And if you want adding a thin coat of your milky white to soften it, it even make it so much perfect. This is just an option, okay? I just give you some option, just you in case you feel like the ombre, you want even to make it look nice and smooth. You can adding one coat of the milky white. I love the milky white. It works everything. Some of the colors that you want it to be soft and it looks, I'm always adding one coat of the Milky White. All right, so done with this one. Soft look. This is just option. It soften it your ombre and it make it even more flawless without changing the shade of the color, without affecting it. It's like it soften up, it lighten up, that it was adding enhance the look on it without changing the ombre. Just really depend, and it's your personal reference, okay? All right, so Milky Whites. I say any colors you're doing it from Glitz Gel Palettes collections, always your Milky White is the key. I love this because you can add it on the top of soft ombre, red, blue, especially for the is really pigmented colors, really kind of neutralize it, and then it just soften the look. So you can do it nice and easy ombre. So we got the background done. So even you don't want anything else, like no crystal, nothing, no 3D, no chamfer foil, like, and so on and so forth. Congratulations, you're just creating a really beautiful and it's easy ombres. Give it a try. Either you're doing for yourself or doing it some, you know, tip to practice to being ready for your next appointment. If yours like schedule the ombre with the clients, and if you having a hard time and it doesn't matter whatever you do and you don't have the airbrush machine or anything, you can definitely do. Even like you sometimes with the airbrush machine, I feel like it's still grainy if you not, you know, holding the control. It's really well. And so this is one of the way that you have all the colors on your gel polish collection. You can maximum use the best out of it. So give it a try and come back and let me know how it is going. And don't forget your base coat. Your base coat and put on the plates. Put on the plate, and then you can able to control so much better. And just using a lightly touch. You don't have to go really aggressive. So now it's like soften look like this. And if you want to getting like different colors, you can do it with the purples, like this purple that we did on the other day. You can do a purple, pink, red, green, blue, you name it, whatever colors that you prefer. All right, so let's do the thumb with super adorable Daisy, and I'm so excited. And this is the set that Stephanie mentioned yesterday, and I'm gonna use this crystal kit. This had everything I need for pretty much everything. So let me open this one a bit. It's getting below for you, you let me know. So now, option, if you are done and you don't want anything else, absolutely top coat. You don't need to using condensed glue gel because you just did the ombre. You just need to top coat. Here for 60 seconds, top coat of your choice. There can be a glitter top coat, can be the matte top coat or shiny top coat of your choice, and apply the top coat. Here for 60 seconds, you send the clients out the door. If you're doing a press on nail, same thing. You don't need a condensed glue gel on this because you don't encap anything. You don't seals or cap anything at all. You just finish the finished look. But we're gonna do some crystal on it, so we definitely want the crystal bestie, which is the condensed glue gels, and this is gonna hold your crystal for weeks to come. I'm excited with this. This is gonna be so cute. The set gonna looks adorable. All right, so we are going to adding right here. I'm gonna focus on it. If you don't have your extra thick condensed glue gels or is Omega gel to apply it flat 3D, you can definitely count on your condensed glue gels. Condensed glue gels pretty much can apply flat back 3D, diamond dust, Pixie, you name it. So you see that I'm deposit a little bit more of the condensed glue gels there, and then I will distribute to and tie the nails because we're gonna adding some flat crystal here. And don't forget your top coat. Okay, and the designs that we are going to use, which is super cute. I like that, the big one. I want the big one right here. Ooh. And then we are going to add some of the crystal, which is in here. I'm gonna use that one. And then this one to make it like look like a leaves. All right, so top coat. Do not cure your condensed glue gel yet, because if you cure it, then it doesn't do it purpose at all. So we are going to apply the coat of the top coat on, glides on the top. I mean, glides, it means that you are keeping it floating on the top to creating another layer of the adhesion, not pulling your condensed glue gel away. And place your flowers right in the center and then off to the right a little bit, because the other one we have is off to the left. But if you want both the thumbs in the same size, then you can do that. But then I want to, when you put it together, it's gonna go either opposite or, you know, like face toward each other. And you see that it's not running anywhere. In the meantime, I will adding the crystal. I love this. It's like a see-through crystal, so trendy. And place it right here. So you can't see the crystals there, but it's not there. I don't know if it makes sense to you. It's just great for clients who love bling, but don't want it like too much. All right, so take your time. If you need to adjusting anything, do now. If you are happy with this, you know exactly where you want it to be, go ahead and key for 60 seconds. I love this, so adorable. So it's like so sparkle, but then it's not like obviously like over. Okay, 60-second key. If you don't want your client to place it under LED light, you can using a flash key lamp and flash key it first. And on this one, same thing. We are going to add in the condensed glue gels again. I have a condensed glue gel. So a lot of question asked, like, Nancy, I make a mess on this. You see how extra of this? Sometimes I have the residues on it. So I usually now I cutting right in the middle, like a halos like this. So that's way all of this is not sticking to the rims on the sides of your jars. If you have others, you know, it's like tip and trick technique to keep your crystal, your condensed glue gels nice and neat, let me know. I would love to learn it from you as well. So good layer of condensed glue gels. Follow with the top coat. Do not cure your condensed glue gel yet, top coat. So we are creating like 2 layers of adhesion, not only to keep your crystal stay on and strong bonding in 2 layers, also it will finish and smooth everything out. When you finish, you don't have to go back and flummering around and try to fit in your top coat. All right. Okay. And then we are going to add the design. So we have the heart. If you want different designs, you can. If you want to match, you know, matchy, you can do it like this. So I'm gonna use this 2 colors. First thing first, I'm start with the heart and place it right in the middle. You can adjusting and shifting it however you would like when you finish. And I'm adding a drop right above the heart. Oh, this one is cute though. I'm gonna use this one. Okay. This is so cute. Either you're gonna do a pearls or you can do the opal. Either way, I love the mix in your crystal kits. All right, check first adjusting your crystal to your liking. If you want to be right in the middle of center, you do. If you want to be off diagonal to the left, to the right, adjusting it to your liking before you are going to cure. So go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. Shift it first. You don't have to worry about your nails. Your glue gel is going to be dry and then you couldn't place any crystal on. It will be there until you are going to finish it. All right, for this one, so now here is two options. When with the ring finger we are going to do to create a beautiful 3D flower. So here's an option. You can do your centerpieces, your crystal centerpieces first, or you can mold your flowers and then adding your crystal on the top. And this one, we're gonna mold the flowers and adding some ombres on the tips and on the middle of the flowers, and then you can put the crystal on later. So let me move this one out on the side for a second. The looping the crystal kits. I love this. If you are getting ready for spring and summer, that is just only the kits you want with all of your flowers, your daisy, your kawaii charms, and crystal mix, and also the transcendent crystal. It's like so trendy. So if your clients just want really obviously crystal, they can able to also, you can able to accommodate your clients. But if your clients just want really, I want some bling, but I don't want to obviously showing it, this is gonna be perfect. Blooms and shimmers. I'm not sure how many kits in the stock, but you can check them out and take advantage from doing anniversary sales. All right, this one we are going to adding. So now I don't have any top coat on it yet. You can adding your flowers on first because we're gonna still have to top coat the flowers later because we're doing some ombre on this. So the colors that we need is Luxe Petals, it might be the mellow mist. Let me check. Probably the mellow mist. I love this. Either way, it works perfect. That's what we're gonna do. Yep, it must be the mellow mist right here. Get a little bit of a champagne colors finish, but it's just option. You can do any colors you want. It doesn't have to be this colors. It's solid, so I'm gonna pick like small amount, and this flower is like a smaller flower, so we are going to roll the smaller beads. Here I am right here. Pick it from the jar, and then we are going to separate it to like 5 smaller beads. If you want to touch it, put gloves on just in case you have to like touch it with a real hand. I mean, make sure you clean it with alcohol to remove any uncured product off from your hand. You can rotate it like this, or you can just roll it to, instead of the round beads, you can do it like to the long, like a long beads for your flowers. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Make it easy to add in because we are going to make it look like a lily. So you don't have to fan the beads like this. It's funny because I don't know why I just keep playing with this, because I could put gloves on and pick it off, but I just using the dot two. Let me put this plate so I can use both hands like this to pick this one off. All right, so we are ready. All right, here is this part. It's a fun part for all beginners. If you having hard time with your flowers, they will not, it's too mushy, doesn't listen to what you are going to do, it's gonna be a perfect clip for you. Ooh, I'm excited for you. You got, Stephanie, you got the yellow suns, and then you get the banana acrylic. I love the acrylic banana. It's perfect shade for is spring and summer. And you're excited to introduce crystal works in your salon space, starting with the bloom kit. I'm excited. I'm so excited for you. Grace, thank you so much. I'm so glad you loved it. I love the experimenting with the lights plates on crystals. Thank you so much, Stephanie. All right, to our Facebook fam, if you have questions, don't hesitate to drop the comments for me. Same with the TikTok fam and YouTube fam. Okay, so I have this. It doesn't have to be perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, if you want your flowers to be bigger, pick more of your 5D gel, Omega gel, and 40 gels. If you want your petals and smaller flowers is to accommodate your length of the nails or the shape of the nails, you can able to remove it or adding it more of your 5D gel, 40 gel, because this is like you have a full control. I mean, when I say full control of it, because you not have to like really like nervous, anxious, like, oh my gosh, if I don't do this, it's gonna dry, it's gonna set on you. You not have to worry about this. So if you want a bigger flowers, then you pick a little bit more. Like say if you doing it like a bigger flowers for your design, you adding a little bit more of your 5E gels. Okay, so I will do start. If you start in the middle, you're gonna do it like eyeballs right here in the middle, and you do 1 petals here, which is you're gonna drop 1 bead here, 2 beads here, 3, 4, and 5. So that is one of the way. But if you have other ways that you want to share with us, love to see that as well. So I'm gonna pick first beads here, second bead, and on this one I haven't add any top coat on because we are going to adding a top coat after this. And then right here, and then right here. So your beads might not be perfect, but we are going to mold it. Unlike if you're working with acrylics, liquid and powder, you want to nails one petals. You want to finish one petals first before you are going to do it the second petal, because they're gonna set and dry. You don't want to drop 4 drop and 5 drop in there because it will set and dry really fast. So that's gonna make it frustrated for you. So I will get the 3D molding brush, which is that's all you need. You don't need any acetone, alcohol, anything at all to mold your 3D flowers. So here we are ready, and I'm gonna press it down in the middle and kind of draw it. Here, let me show you the reference. This is your reference right here. So we're gonna mold it, the first petals, and then on the sides, and then on the lower. So it's like, I think this is the plumeria flowers. If you know the other name that is the right name for this one, let me know. So press it down. You don't have to do it perfect yet. I'm just like give it a little bit of ideas of where my petals going to do in different direction. Okay, so let's give you some ideas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is like help you navigate and give an idea so much easier. And then you're gonna fence it to the left and to the right. And I love this is when you're working with this, you get 100% of control what is you want your petal to look like. You can make it like really nice and long plumeria. You can also make it like really nice shape like roses, or you can do it like your lily. To me, I think it's just one of the easiest way to mold your 3D flowers without messy, even though I'm playing a lot with the molding, like a silicone molding, because we have a lot of DM and asking, and the team is playing with this and experiment with that, and so that we can give you the best suggestion, because sometimes it looks really easy on social medias when people put it on the most, but it's just a mess because you have to scoop your 3D flowers, your 5D gel, 40 gels, or omega gels, and then you have to really like molding to that mold. By the time you're doing that, you probably already finished molding on the nails. But hey, if it been working great for you and it doing good, then it's great. But if it give you such a hard time and too much work and it doesn't give you the result that you are expecting, shaping and molding your flowers like this is one of the easiest way with no messy, and you get exactly what you want. If you want your petals to be bigger, add more 5D gel, 40 gel, omega gel. I'm going to using the tip and kind of draw it center and blend it out. And now take your time. If you want your petals to be however you want, bigger, smaller, longer, shorter, however you would prefer it to do it yourself. See that? You can see that how easy and how fast your 3D flowers you can mold. And especially when you're doing like this, it's wrap around the nail. Like basically you custom it really nice, and it's super efficient for you as a nail tech, whether you were doing it for your client's nail or creating the press-on nails. All right, so it looks good. I keep going back and forth so you can see how easy it is. And then now we are going, if you're happy with this, we're gonna lock this on in and cure this for, I will do 30 seconds because we're gonna adding some pigment on it, okay? Okay, looks good. If you want to matching with that one. All right, so go ahead and cure for 30 seconds first. If you want, look, if you want the leaf to be longer, you can always draw it longer. See that? If you want the leaf to be shorter, you can always like taper it in. If you're seeing that I'm taking my time and do back and forth, so it means that you can't never go wrong with this. If you press it in too much, you want it to be a little bit smaller, you can able to adjusting it. 30-second here. These two are done. We're gonna using precision glue gels shortly to lock all of this. And you see, this is not going anywhere with your condensed glue gel. Probably your nail's gonna come off before your charms gonna come off. But with precision glue gel shortly with all of them, so we can get that finished. All right, 30-second here, done with this. And we are going to using this. Use any of the palettes, should work. And let me try this colors, see what it's gonna turn. All right. All right, so I'm just gonna focus right in the middle of the nails. Give a lot of pigment. Because it's so pigmented, so you want to just using a little bit and then go from there. If you want more, go ahead and pick more and dab more on it. Okay, I'm gonna flash key it quick first. The reason is you want to do 2 coat or 3 coat because you want the first layer of the pigments is to adhere it on and key it first, so it's like locked in there, and then you go back and do the second coat. That's how it makes it a little bit darker. But you don't want to use so much of pigment and then dab the one coat and expect to get really nice and pigmented. So doing 2 or 3 thin coat instead of do 1 thick coat, because the thick coat is will not able to bring in the pigment that you want. So second coat on the top of the first coat. And if you feel like you want more colors, clear it first. Okay. Before you are, I'm gonna do 1 more coat. It's 30-second here, and pick 1 more coat. So from your 5D gels, any colors, like this is between these 2 colors, I like both of them. Is one is like really like a more champagne colors. So you can use any of the pigment to adding on. Or one is like really nice, like pearl white, and one like a champagne pearl. So it's really beautiful. Either one, you can't never go wrong with this. You can add in a pigment of your choice. You can add like any of these pigments. Adding 1 more coat. Just using just a little bit and dab it gently. I will do focus right in the inner because I want it to like kind of fancying it out, darker in the inner, and then fans it a little bit lighter, softer to the outer. But you pick or do whatever, however you want. You want whole nails to be pink, absolutely. Looking really good. So go ahead and clear for 60 seconds. That is not only you can do it so versatile, not only you can do as a gel polish and a gel painting, especially if you want to do different French colors. It's going to be a perfect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 French, perfect, because it's not dripping, it's not watery, it's not liquidy. So when you apply it on, it stays really nice and solid, but really nice consistency. So it's not thick, it's not bulky. Loves that. you can do with the ombre, you can create the aura look. We did it together on this one. Also, you can use it for your ombre as well. So like if for color, if you want any of the colors ombre for the tips, this is also a great candidate. And then you can do the aura finish. Okay. All right, so when we're done with that one, I will adding the condensed glue gels. I'm gonna put like one of the colors. This one's going to green. I'm gonna grab any similar green colors on this. Let me pick it out first, just make it easy. Maybe this one. Any colors of your choice, okay? It doesn't have to be matching like this. I'm adding a bigger one. Okay. Right, so top coat and condensed glue gel and top coat together. I just need a little bit of the condensed glue gels. So using a .2 is gonna be a good candidate. So you pick up not too much because you only need a dot to fit your fillers right there. But you can put pearls in here. You can put any colors of your choice. So I'm gonna adding that one on, and we are going to apply the top coat and tie the nails. So apply top coat. So now we are going to cap everything. Because we didn't finish, we didn't do the top coat earlier. And top coat on the top of the petals. But in this one, I will make sure that I'm not gonna give it like really thick a layer of top coat, because you see that the texture of your 3D nails is 3D flowers really pretty. But if you're adding and loading so much top coat on, it probably gonna taking away from the texture. So remove any of the extra top coat that you don't want it on the flowers. You want it to coating it nice, but not like loading too much top coat, because it's gonna make a big box and it's make your flowers flat. It doesn't have any of the details and then texture on it. Just have a big, you know, like block of your top coat, which is you don't want it. All right, so adding the centers in there. That's it. Wipe it up on the side. 60-second cure. You see how easy it is, everyone? And when we're waiting for that one to be cured, and we are going to adding the Pixie glue gel to lock the charms, especially if you feel any edges right here, it really secure. If you're scratchy or it might catching on the hair, you're gonna need a little bit of your pre-seasoned glue gels. Here you go, a little bit. And just running around your charms and your crystal, because you don't want to coating everything. You want to keep your crystal surface nice and smooth and shiny. You don't want to lock it or coating anything on the top. Right, so this is gonna give it like really beautiful and flawless and long lasting for weeks plus. Crystal wearing without have to worry about it's gonna pop up or come up. All right, 60-second cure, and repeat this step, especially when you're doing a big charms. You can repeat the step more than one times. Some of the crystal I'm wearing, I coated like good 3 times because it had big charms and metal pieces. And this one we just have really beautiful like transcendent crystal, and make sure that it lock in there. If I feel scratchy right here, this spot, so when you do like this, squeeze out just a little bit only squeeze it out when you needed it. But if you do some exam and you run on the nails, you do not want to squeeze it out, because if it doesn't need it, you squeeze it out, you're just loading too much of your precision glue gel. It's gonna make the nails look like a little bit lumpy bumpy. 60 second here, and then we'll do this one. So check around here, I got a little bit right in the gap here, because it sit on the top of the flowers, so some spot it might have the gap, so you're going to seal that, and 60 second here. Okay, how easy it is. Like, here you go, and I'm waiting for it to be 60 second here. And our next ones, normally we should be done and we're done with the design. So you think it's not easy? If you give it a try, drop or share with us your beautiful work. We love to see your beautiful works. And if you need any further assistance, don't hesitate to like comments or send us DM, or also reach out to us via email at info@glitz and such. I'm so excited to see your beautiful work, and I know you can nail it in no time. So this is super cute, and like for all beginners, as again I was sharing it, if you are doing it 1 or 2 nails at a per day, and yesterday when I did this and behind the scene, not including crystal, but I prep it out and everything, it take me about probably 15 or less 15 minutes and do it 5 nails. And if I don't go laser focus on it, probably it will take me about half an hour to finish this set. And so same thing with you, you can nail it in no time. I promise it's not like it's how it's saying it is not like exhilarating. Is I was like, ooh, you see, but it's so easy, because the reason it is the shape, the tip is already shaped, pre-shaped, and then precise already. So it's really nice for anyone who is thinking to get your business to the next level and thinking of to nail your business and start your press-on business for summers or spring and summer. Or even like if you are doing it the set, pre-make it like this at your station or in the salons, you'll be so surprised that so many clients just want to get the set done by you or buying it from you for their family members or even for themselves. This one, you can do the uplines with your Omega gels and gel extension glue to uplight it on, because it's semi-transparent. You can absolutely, your LED UV light can penetrate and clear this is like properly. Okay, here you go. And this you can use it either Omega gels to apply it on, especially for beginners, or you can using a tip extensions glue. This one, either one, it works. Let me wipe off the residues. When you finish, you might see some residues on the crystal. Just simply using alcohol and wipe it off, because it's like have wax residues there, and that's it. And here you go, congratulations, you have it. And we'll make this really easy ombre together. It shouldn't give you any hard time at all. I love this. It looks like you have crystal, but it's like you're not having a crystal. It's like, it's really trendy. But if you want to get more blings out, you can using your glow in the dark and glow in the black lights crystal kits, or you can using the AB crystal kits. AB crystal kit to create like obviously this crystal look. But if you have the clients or yourself want is really trendy and want crystals but not crystals, I know if that makes sense to you, like you want some bling but it's not like obvious bling, this is gonna be a great way for you. So I hope you give it a try and let me know how it turned out for you and how fun and easy it is, especially for do 3D and crystal art application. So when you have a spare moment, here's that sometimes it could stop you from unlock your potential because you were thinking so many of the nails and it's overwhelm you. So I sharing it, do one nails a day. That's all you need. It might feel like, oh my gosh, it's 1 nail a day. When I'm gonna finish, you're gonna finish it before you know it. But once you get started, don't force yourself to doing like, oh my god, I need to do 10 set of the press on nail. Do not. Do one nail first and get starting it out. Same thing when you're doing anything else like cooking or cleaning and workout or whatever it is. You just like warm yourself up, like doing it one nails first and then start one nails, and then you feel like you don't feel like you want to do it, do one nails. That's it. It will take you probably 5-10 minutes or less. That's it. It just like really unlock your potential, and then you start from there. And trust me, you're gonna finish the set before you know it. It's gonna be a great opportunity for you. So not only doing it, you don't have to do a random color, the shape, do it your size of your nails. So if you want to wearing it, you can wear it and then promoting for your business. So you don't wasting randomly of different size and shape, okay? So you don't wasting all of that. You can do it yours, or you can do this one to create in the set and pre-make the set and then sells it at the salon or at any event of your local area. Like you can have on your, you know, like art and crafts, and then start creating beautiful set, and then it's gonna be a turnout of great of additional income, making it for your business. And you already have what it takes. You already have your supply, your products, and your talents in you, so you can do that. All right, so let's finish this one. We're done with this one already, and then I have this one ready, 5 tips. And if you don't want to do like, for when you're gonna create a French, when you create French, like if you want to do more than just one colors, like you can do any French color. But if you want just soft looks and then French on pre-make French on your nails, when you have this a tip, only you need to do it to apply one coat. Here an option, you can do one coat of your condensed glue gels and then one coat of the top coat. I'm gonna show you, this is gonna last so long with you. After you apply this one on, like you would apply your gel extension with your Omega gel, especially for beginners. You don't want to deal with your tip extension because it's gonna shift it or it might get crooked. So do your condensed glue gel after you apply this one on. This one is a coating on the top, and then apply your top coat. Or you can using one coat of your gel extensions here, and then you can do top coat on the top. So it does lock and seal your French on it. So then your French will stay for weeks to come, like a whole entire set. But if you don't have these tips and you want to like, I just want to create myself, and here is what we're going to do, the 5 tips. So I will start with the primer first. We're going to do this one really simple, French, okay? But if you feel, for be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, if you are thinking the French looks simple, but also French take a little bit of the patience and skills. But this one, I'm gonna show you, it's really easy, and then you can nail it down, okay? But if your clients feel like, oh, I just don't want any fancy design, I just want French, nice and simple. It sounds simple, it looks simple, but it could take a little bit of your patience out of it. Primer on all of them, and then follow with the base coat. So any of us, how many of us that find yourselves like really frustrated or don't want to do like a simple French? This can be really fun, can be really a pain when it comes to the French. I'll be honest with you, I really enjoy the pre-mix French tip gel extensions. I get spoiled with that because then you don't have to do anything, and then you just like, if you want to add any stickers on it, you see me wearing a lot, many times with that set. I did that with, okay, 30 seconds here. Let me see if I can grab. Let me show you what I did. I put the set like this on my stuff. This one is pre-made French already, so I don't have to sit and draw the French, but I just need to adding a French stickers on it. And this on the French stickers. So also if you don't want to deal with the French, this is gonna be a great solutions, great easy hack for you. All right, so done with the base coat. We're going to the background, and the background here is that you can do option. This is two colors I like a lot, which is the creamy caramel. So there's like a soft look, like a soft natural look, but it's more solids, like not see-through. And then the beige is also the soft look, but also is like a little bit of see-through. So you can also do that either way. It works great as well. So we'll start with the creamy caramels. Let me put this one on the side right here. Okay, we'll start with this. Those would make a cute toenail suit. Do you mean this French? Stephanie, you mean the French look? All right, one coat. I will go two coat. This is so beautiful. Soft look for anyone. Just don't want too much. You can do soft. This is a soft, like a natural look. The colors, I like this one a lot. Either this cute creamy caramels or is beige colors, or if you want like a little bit shade of pink, soft pink, light pink, you go light nude number 19 from Glitz Gel Polish, or you can do is the base nude, so it's like a soft look. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cure this for 60 seconds. I'm gonna show you right here on the screen. If you have the extra or whatever that on the edges, I'm gonna clean it first before I cure. 60-second cure, everyone. Each layer you go on, you want to make sure you cure for 60 seconds. The yellow look. You mean this one? I agree. It's gonna look so cool, and it's getting matching on the nails and the toes. All right, so when it's done, we're gonna do one more coat. If you want it to be a little bit darker shade, you can do another coat. All right, first we are going to submerging your bristles into your color of your choice. Wipe it up on one end and leave the other end where you are going to polish. Okay. Make sure you are lay your bristles nice and flat on the nails. So that's why it's gonna blend nice and smoothly without streaky. Same thing with this one. All right, so make sure that they're not anything yet great. Then we are going to cure for 60 seconds. Again, the background might slightly different if you're using a different colors of your choice. So if you're using a light pink, it's gonna look like light pink underneath. If you're using like a soft natural looks, it's gonna look unnatural. And I will use, for the easy French, I'm gonna use the gel painting with the precision brush. Really precisely. It's easy for you to draw your French. Give it a good check. And then you pick just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. When you fill it in, when you draw it, you don't need a whole lot. But then when you fill, you can load more of your gel painting. All right. It's really depend, like say if your clients just want really thin on the tips, or the clients just want like a regular French, or if the clients just want is to be smile line, you can able to do that as well. There are so many different ways to doing the French. You can draw like a letters, like upside down A letter, or you can do it really simple, getting right in the middle, closer to your free edges. And then if you want deep smile line, you're gonna do it 2.1 here and then 1 here. It just really depends on how deep smile line you want. And then you just connecting it together. First of all, first you are going to connecting. Now you would drawing your A letter. Like upside down, the A. This is one of the easiest way for you. And then now you just fill it in and connecting it. Okay. Take your time to fill it in and blend this. Be honest with you, when you're doing your French, this one can't be rushed, because if your client says, oh, I didn't want to do too much fancy, I just want really simple French. This is simple, done, but it do take you patient and your skills. It doesn't need the talent, just like the patience and the skills. And fill it in first, and then you can perfect the rest of them. Now you get pretty much is your outline first. And then we are going to start from in the middle of your point that we are making a dot, and you are going to draw it toward the cuticles to finish the looks. So this is another way to do, one of the ways to do your French nice and easy without have to clean up a lot. You can still using your brush to clean it up, using alcohols to smooth it out, or to clean any of the details or any of the residues or any of the spot that you don't want to. But for less stress, too much work for you, you can just use this and perfect it. If you need to get really perfect on the details, using a little of a light brush to clean it up, you can also do that. Okay, and loading it. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. So it doesn't need, when you do French, it doesn't need just like a talent, it just need a patient. And if your client is asking you for the French like this, make sure you give yourself enough time, because it's really do make it like it patient, and take your time, because all else your French gonna look crooked, it's gonna be messy, it's not gonna be even, and you're gonna hate it. So it looks really simple, but it does need to get some really effort in it. So make sure you do accordingly, consult the clients accordingly. Doesn't matter, have to be French, it can be any color. So you can use any colors on your gel painting. It's pigmented. And here's something that's really cool. You pay attention on whole entire the French I did. There's no drippy, no watery, no liquidy. If you're using a gel polish, it's a little bit harder, because gel polish is like, the consistency is thinner. So it will not, it might get bleaching and smear when you're drawing the French, but when it come to the gel painting, the pigments stay really nice, and it's super easy. And you can use any colors for any French colors. It's like this one will be a good one for the French, and then the yellows as well. So you can use any colors of your choice. So now I'm go back and submerging the brush, the bristles into the gel painting, and then I will wipe it off like really well, and then going back again, and you are going to give it. You can using the brush, and you can drop this is on the palette, and then loading it and applies and tie the nails if you want to, or you can using different stroke of it. When you get a hang of it, promise with you, you will do it really fast. You see that how just really the strokes, it kind of details in it. That's why I said the French doesn't need the talent, it's just really patient to getting simple details. And you can using a brush, the gel brush, applies it on you if you want to. and wipe it off to the point it's really nice and clean. And you just trace the line of it. Just in case you need to clean up anything, here I'm going to show you how it's easy to clean. Okay, it looks really good already. If you want to get in really clean, only use your detail brush. I'm using your 3D molding brush on the other end. What I need to do, all you need to do is, you don't have to get in, you can if you want to get in a dappen, smaller dappen dish. If you want to, absolutely you can. If you don't want to get in, like sometimes if you're submerging your bristles into the dappen dish, it might load too much of your alcohol. And once you are submerging it and you carry so much of alcohol in your bristles, and what it does, the minute you land on the top of the nails, it will, you know, like splash it everywhere, and it will bleeding, and it will destroy her entire work. All you need to do is getting your piece of lint-free wipe, spray a little bit of your alcohols and that, and dab your bristles in there like you would do it like this. So it's help moisten and nap, so then that way your tips of your bristles will be able to clean the flaws that you want it to be clean without loading all the alcohol, and it's gonna bleeding everywhere. It's gonna destroy all of your beautiful like friends that you just create. So now you're happy with this. If you need to clean it, do the same thing. If you need to like feel like it's need a little bit more of the alcohol, all you need to do, spray your alcohol there and just kind of dam your bristles a little bit and clean it. So this way you get all of your products that are in your bristle to clean it without really mess up your design, because the last thing you want to do is all the alcohol is just, you know, like bleeding and splashing everywhere of your French. So kia siki second once you're happy with this, and that's it. And you do 2 coat. And as I mentioned it again, the French doesn't take a talent. It just need really patient on it. And you can do the rest of them same thing and really details on it. So now and next time your clients are like, oh, extra for the French. Oh, absolutely. It's not about the just like a simple look, but it does take you time for you to do for your clients, like really detail. Because if you rush and you don't pay attention on it, your French can be a mess. So if like you're seeing a lot of picture when all different nail group and everybody posts like, oh my gosh, my French, if they rush, the French will not able to turn out well, and you'll be so mad at yourself, and you rather so not doing it all instead of doing it really messy. The French can be really fun to create it, but it can be a pain. All right, so now this one is done, and you just need to top coat it as a regular. Let me top coat this one. If you don't want anything else, you don't want any cup, if you don't want any crystals, no 3D flowers, nothing, and so on and so on, like you don't want nothing. You just want really cute, simple. This is the video clips for, it's like Sarah's on YouTube, I guess. All right, so top coat of your choice. If you want to do a matte top coat, do matte top coat. If you want your shiny top coat, do shiny. But when you're adding your top coat on, it goes so nice and smooth. And I love the consistency. It's not like you see that, don't see any crease at all. your gel painting is blend right in, so it give you a really good pigment and easy consistency for you to doing your French. Because if you're doing a regular gel polish, it looks, I would say like it looks so a little bit blurry. It's not because the pigment is less than a gel painting. I get some fur or something in here. Here you go. Okay. I'm gonna go on the side to the side for you to see. It's nice and smooth. It shouldn't have any of the line or lumps on in the transitioning between your French and the nail plates. Here you go. 60 seconds. You see that the French is not difficult, or just need patience. A lot of patience. And you also, you can do this French, or you can do different tips. Give it a good shake. And wipe off majority of your tip first if you want to start draw. Kira, where do you get the flowers in the back? And do they have a small one? Are you talking about, give me 1 second. Are you talking about these flowers? Do you mean these flowers, Kira? Thanks so much for tuning in. If it does, you can get everything smaller size, bigger size is in your favorites. Glitz Bloom and Shimmer kits. All different colors, bigger size, smaller size. All yours, and with along with others is charms and flowers, and your trendiest crystals. And you can also take advantage from Glitz anniversary sales going on and save up to 50%, and also free mystery cheddar bags with the order of $99 or more. So that is from your balloons and shimmer crystal kits. So this one is done. So let me know if you would give it a try. So here's the important, when you're doing in French, it shouldn't give you a headache. It shouldn't give any of frustration at all. Just when you're doing a French, first of all, when the clients ask for French, don't panic. You get this. And you can nail it out in no time. It just make sure you give it yourself extra time. Like say, if the French is not any of different than any others design or accessories that you're doing, it should be the same time when you're doing your crystals. It shouldn't be like 1 or 2 strokes and be done. This doesn't need talent. I'm saying it, when you're doing French, doesn't need talent. It just need your patience. And so then when you're taking your time, you can get a really nice French outfit inside without rushing. If you're seeing the summer work, the rushing, you can tell that the line, or especially if you need extra time and you force yourself to doing really fast, it could be really affecting into the French designs. So I'm gonna get this one, wipe it up, and you're gonna drop 1 drop here, and you can adjusting this. Later the clients, oh, I want my French a little bit like the smile line a little bit thicker. You can also adjusting it. I'm gonna do it on this deep smile line right there. It just mark and asking the clients how deep your French you want. So you're gonna mark it here like, oh, I don't want it. Then you can adjusting and you can change it right now. But if the client says want that French, then now you are going to connecting this 2 dot right there. Okay. Keep your bristle flat when you draw a long stripe, the long line like this. You are going to keep it flat. And then here is your upside down A. So you connect these 2 together, and now it's time for you to work on your French. And from here, this dot, you are going to give it a really a nice like a curl line toward to the cuticles. Same thing with the other, and then now that's it. You can fill the rest in. You can load more of the gel painting, or you can just using simply from the gel painting on the bristles you already have. It should release a lot of product and the pigment for you. I would say keep it nice and thin so you can control it so much better, because you are going to do a second coat. So if you're doing it, you see that I barely have any of a gel painting on my bristle. Is this enough for the French? If you load more, if you have a longer French, like if your clients have extra long, extra long, then you can load a little bit more. That's it. And perfect this one as you need. I like it working with this because you should have a really minimum of cleaning up. But if you're using using a detail brush, I'll show you how you did the detail brush. Okay, so now, happy with this, you want to cure, but if you need to clean anything else, this is a great time for you to do it now, before you cure. Okay. Okay, 60 seconds here. So French, again, it just need a patient, that's all. And do the same thing with the rest. This is probably gonna be a boring, but I love this. When it comes to French, I used to struggle so much with the French and couldn't get it. Either like getting is going to be crooked on the left or crooked on the right. So 1 dot, 2 dot. There's so many different ways. This is one of the easiest way for beginners. Okay, so 1, and then we're gonna connecting them together. It does take patience. When you pick up more of the gel painting, you just need to do a little bit. Little go a long way. I think the French looks really cute, and it's always like a clean look. But on a show beginners, make sure you consult with the client, and then you're gonna time yourself that how long that take you to doing really nice of French. If you want to set yourself out from the competitors, like anyone in the town or in a different salon that in your location and local area that they're doing like sloppy chop of the French, because in some time they want to doing it really fast and finish the work done. You taking your time, extra a little bit time, and get it done properly, your clients were willing to pay extra for you to doing it properly. Not only it looks beautiful, but also it lasts so long for them for a week to come, because your application, your consistency, your layer of the French, it looks good, and it's also is lasts. Okay, so for any of us that always are fitted to do French, congratulations, we do it together today. So I hope you give it a try and let me know what is the most difficult. Like, I can't get it done like deep smile and smooth like this. Just slow practice, just exactly what I'm sharing with you, because I don't do fast forward here. We're doing live stream together. So I love this because I can share you, really tell exactly what you're going to do for the client. But when you get hang of it, like me, when I'm doing it, talking, explain it. But when you're doing for your client, it's going to be faster because you focus on it. You don't talk like I'm chit chat with you right now. And you can get it done. But time yourself, if you are practice yourself and you time yourself how long that take you do one proper French, and then you are going to schedule the time like accordingly. Like if it take you, for instance, 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 20 minutes to do a French set, not including your initial set. Like this is like, there is your designs. It's not like the set. The designs after you finish the initial set, like after you finish your acrylics application, your Builder Gel, Velvetty gels, fiber-based gels, rubber-based gel, whatever, or even French manicure, your manicure. And this is going to be, you see that I barely have anything on my bristles. There are no ankle beads, no drippings of, just like really brushed, really nice and clean, because the pigment is so pigmented. So you don't need a whole lot. Little go a long way. And you don't have to load a lot. So here's the thing, if you load a lot, it's gonna making a big crease for the nail, which is you don't want it, which is you don't need it. Okay, and slowly keep your bristle nice and parallel and just brush it up. Support your stationary one fingers, and then if you're doing it for your clients, you're doing like this. You're gonna support it on your nails, on your client's nails, fingers, or on your nails when you're holding it. So either way, it works for you, and you can draw it just like this. You know, make sure this is need to be supporting. Otherwise, if you no support, guess what happened when you draw it? You're gonna hang in there and probably gonna get shaky. You know, so make sure you support it and keep it nice and tight, stationary, and then you are going to draw it. Again, French, not that difficult, and I agree with the client that said it's just really simple, absolutely simple. It just needs the really a good effort to create it. All else is gonna be a mess, and you're gonna hate it. You're like, I hated my French not turning out. Okay, and I love that working with the gel painting with precision brush, because it gives you release enough gels for your application, but also it's not dripping, because it stays consistency, thick, you know, consistency. So you're taking your time and you can do a proper work. And make sure the French on the nails, if it take you half an hour to do a proper French, I'm not talking about sloppy French or just rush work. If it take you 30 minutes, I'm example, because if you're first starting out, if it might take you half an hour, you make sure you are consult the clients and be honest with clients. If you want to do, there's simple French, but however it take really patient and time for it, just make sure explain it to the clients, the procedures, so then they know what to expecting. And in order for do this really by hand drawing it, no other decals, no stuff like that, it will take additionals on the top. Like if the client doing French on the almond shape short, that might take you probably 20 minutes. But if your clients want to do a French on the long or extra long shape, and then you drawing it by hand, it could take probably 30 minutes on that. To make sure consult the client. So that is additional for French on the top of what you're doing. It's between $20 or $30 instead of like $5 per nail. So if you do 10 nails, 10 nails on the whole set. If the client do 10 nails, if it's $5 minimums on the each nail, it will be $50. And trust me, if you feel like, wow, crazy, if you don't chalk like that, someone else is doing a proper work and chalk it like that. So you can do, but then when you get better with really on the details like that, it will take you probably 15-20 minutes. But I'm saying it's precisely, like not sloppy job. If it take you, doesn't matter how many time you practice, it will take you a set time of 30 minutes or 25 minutes or 20 minutes for you to nail down your perfect French. You make sure you consult with your clients, because then the price will be $20-$30 on the top of the set the client is going to do. So you make sure you consult with the client, so then you both can come up with the price for your client to be fair for you and your clients, okay? And we have one more. It just needs a lot of patience when it comes to French. Okay, I'm gonna do this one more, and then we are going to fill the rest of them with this. See, it looks, the first coat, it looks really good, but you can see it's a little bit of, you know, like streaky a little bit because we're using a really detailed brush. And then you can feel the rest of them. Let me do the pinky. Take the pinky off because it has a little bit of excess gel here. I'm gonna cut that off first before I'm doing a French on that one. Here's your French right here. We're gonna fill in the second coat and do the same thing with any colors you want to get in a French. It doesn't have to be the French white. It can be French pink, can be purple, green, however colors you would like to. It's the same concept. Give it a good shake first. See how thick consistency it is. So therefore, when you draw French, I love this. You have pretty much like still taking your time, but you feel so much better. You feel so good because they're not runny. It's not like liquidy. So you can take your time and creating your perfect French deep smile eye the way you wanted it. And when you get hang of it, you can move it faster. And explain it, communicate with the client, consult the clients. Now the client's like, oh, I want some French, but you know, it's like if this set will take you 30 minutes to do the French on the top of your service you already did, then you can have alternative, like you have a French stickers. The clients is like it, but say, no, I just want the French draw like this. I like drawing, and then I don't mind to pay extra for that. And absolutely sweet. Then you can able to offer the clients. But when you're doing like, it will take me extra additionals of 30 minutes to doing a proper French hand painted. Then the price will be additional 30 minutes for like $30 or $25 on whatever price is in your price range. And you want to make sure you are consult with the client, so then they was not like, oh, I didn't know that the little simple French will cost like $30 more. You do want to make sure you are going to consult with the clients ahead of a time. So you don't need, like when you are submerging it, you don't need this much. This is a lot. This it probably can do 10 nails. You only need a little. Like you can see that I submerging it in, but I released probably 90% of it. You see that, how pointed? And then you can always pick up more of your pigment and your gels when you are going to do, if you need it more. If not, this is what, and then we'll go back in the second coat. Keep your bristle parallels. I don't think this one even like it's going to be less than you just painting. It's just like same thing when you are drawing details stuff. Only different, you're doing like a French. If you want to using a bigger brush, you can. But to me, I like it when doing it work with smaller, because this is, to be honest with you, the French, it takes time and be patient. The more stroke you're adding it on, the better, the even your French gonna be. Okay. And again, if you want to clean it up, this one, I love that how precisely the bristle it does, eliminating a lot for you of cleaning. So like you don't want to interrupt and stop and cleaning all the time. This is what does help eliminate a lot of cleaning for you, because, all right, again. And you can do the same thing and repeat this step. So make sure you do one nails, focus on one nail first when you all practice on it, and time yourself. The first time you do how long that it take you to finish, you know, like one tips or one French tips, and then you do a second one and see how long that take you. Is, promise with you, you're getting better, get hang of it really fast when you start doing like 3 of them or 4 of them. The more to do it, the faster you are going to get. And the better you will get. Again, and repeat it. French doesn't take a talent, just need patience, and then you already know the technique that I share. This is one of really easy techniques. Even you do slow, you can't go wrong with this. I think doing French like this need more patience than do 3D flowers, crystal designs, and so on and so forth. All right, looks, so now it looks really good to me. However, I see like just a little bit dot here. If you're not happy here, I'm gonna show you again. Back into getting your detail brush. It can be smaller than this or can be like this, that's fine. But you can, if you want, you can using a dappen dish. I would too, but I would suggest not, because sometimes you submerging your bristle into your dappen dish filled with a lot of alcohol, you tend to pick up a lot of alcohols, and what it does is accumulate in your bristles. And what happened when you're trying to clean it, you go French, and the minutes your bristle touching your surface, and what happened is going to release all of the alcohols that it being accumulate in your bristles, and get what happened is distribute to entire the nails, and now it gonna bleeding in into all entire your hard work you just done. So it's gonna get like thinning out, and it's getting everywhere, and now it's gonna be a mess. All the hard work is just pretty much get destroyed in like a second. So using just damn the lymphy wipe with alcohols, and then dab your bristles, tip of your bristle in there, and you can use that to clean it. All right, do it again. I think to me, I don't know how about you, but to me, I think this is one of my favorite tutorial. Even though it's boring, you see that it's still a lot. Like this is still a lot of gel painting. I'm gonna clean it to getting less. And then start from you can start from a side, or you can start from the middle. And then draw it. Smaller stroke like this, it helps you control your French so much better. Load more gel painting as you need it to fill it in. This gel painting is to doing it French. It helps not only easy for the nail tech to adding and to creating a French on, also for long lasting wearing of French. You start feeling your clients is wearing a French and it come up right on the tips. If the nail tech using the regular gel polish, it will chip up really fast. All right, spray alcohol on the lens-free wipe, submerging the bristles. Just need a little bit. You can see that I have the residues, some of the alcohol right there. It doesn't flood your gel painting, but it does remove nicely. You see that? Clean. That's it. 60 seconds here. One and two. Hey, I'm so proud of us. We have so many requests from this. Like friends, like, can you show it? And then DM too. And I'm so happy that we do it together. It's the most, if you think it's the most, but if you really allow yourself to be like focus on the French, it gonna becomes really, really beautiful. So here's a tip and trick. If you are starting it out with the clients and then the clients just want French, even it doesn't have to be a French on almond, can be a longer nails. And if you need extra time, tip and trick, you can schedule her as a last appointment so you won't be rushed. You won't feel like you get like panicking and anxious because, oh my gosh, I need half an hour on the French. Of course, you are going to price and chalk the price for the French, but you still like feeling like anxious because you're gonna have the next appointment coming. You can also doing the last appointment as your French clients, you know. But what if you have all day with French? Congratulations, because by the time you're doing all day French, guess what? Next day you are gonna really easy and master your French tips. All right, so I feel it looks really good. I want to clean right here. If you see just a little bit, this part right here. All right, so spray alcohol on the piece of lens-free wipe, submerging your bristles, and then cleanse it. See how nice and easy you can clean this without a huge mess. Here you go. That's it, and then you're gonna key it for 60 seconds. Important. The keys is just load little gel painting at a time. Like if you are loading, this is a gel painting. If you're loading like this and you try like, okay, I'm gonna load a lot and then I'm gonna do one coat, it's going to make you even stress more. Little go a long way because you want really sharp, crisp French. You want to allow you, like the same thing if you're drawing, you don't loading so much of your gel painting and doing precisely details of your painting. So you want to make sure that is enough the amount, not flooding it. That's it. And here it is. So here's again, I'll repeat it, is not difficult for French. So you shouldn't, the minute you are scared yourself, like, oh my God, French again, freak out, because you automatically think that it's just a line. The French just want life like this. And you charge what? $20, $30 for additionals? Absolutely, yes. Like if you are painting and drawing and hand drawing, what do you think? I think doing French even take more patience than a crystal application or 5D gels, because, well, I mean, 3D flowers and a crystal, because you really barely go wrong with that, because the crystal placement, you have your condensed glue gel and top coat to back you up, because you can shift it, your crystal to the left, to the right, and until you're happy with this and you key it, right? Same thing with your 3D flowers. You can mold it however you want. It's not going to dry on you. It's not gonna. But if you're French, you don't really precise and details on it. Guess what happened? Just a little bit dot right here and off the sides, it can make your friend looks crooked, and it's gonna make you frustrated. The minute just go offline, and then you have a next one offline, and it's gonna be a mess. So it needs patience, and it does like your one part of a nail art. So if your client's thinking, oh my God, just a little line like this, and you cost me $20, $25, it's ridiculous. Well, if the clients don't want to do a French, guess what? You save $20, 20 minutes or 25 minutes or 30 minutes off for your time for your lunch, or for you to able to take another appointment, or without wasting half an hour. So make sure you consult with the client. Both of you are on the same page, to avoiding of miscommunication, avoiding of a lot of not happy appointment at all, because you definitely want the clients to be happy. You know, it's like clients to have a beautiful nails, but start from your communication. So top coat of your choice. If you don't want anything else, nothing else, you don't even need to adding any condensed glue gels or gel extension, because this one you don't have to coating and seal it, because you're using gel painting, not gel polish. So this, it will, your pigment will should last longer, and the consistency, it should be really stay on the nail until they come in for the next appointment. So floating a good layer of your top coat, like you would finish the top coat normally, and you can see your French looks nice and even beautiful for you. Be honest with you, if I'm not going stream like, and when you're doing this, it probably your French and whole entire set will take you probably approximately about 20 to 25 minutes. But if you charge $5 for the French, for the Smile Life, $5 for the clients, this is for the perspective of the nail tech, okay? Then you might want to consider it. I will not gonna stop you. You can charge $5. You can do free. It's all up to you. But then make sure you don't stress yourself and get anxious and anxiety and stress that I do so much and I work so hard and I don't get paid myself enough, because you do give away so much time. That's why it burned, you know, like out after a while. Like same thing when you're doing the French like this, it take a lot of time and details and dedication. It's just like you are giving away so much of your time. I wonder why you are tired and exhausted and you don't make enough. Don't do that to yourself. So now I'm explaining. You can give it away your crystals, giving a run promotion with your crystals. 3D flowers you can also do, because those you can't never go wrong with it. But this, if you're doing a little bit of rush, you could probably make your friend looks crooked on the left and the right, because it's symmetrical, you know. So it could be really easy, but could be tricky. And then when you get hang of it, you can move your techniques faster. But be honest with you, for beginners, when you see the French, I want you to feel it's not freaking scare you at all. You can't, because you can control this 100%. Just make sure that you consult with the clients like, hey, I'm happy and I'm so happy that to doing it the French for you, but just let you know the French this will take additional 30 minutes for your design. It's just as a hand painted, and I'll make sure that it's going to be really close to perfect as possible as you prefer. I do not want to giving a French sloppy set of French nails, and I want to do it really nice and precisely for you. It would take approximately about 20-25 minutes additional on the top of the appointment, on the top of the set that we are going to do. Just let you know, so you can time your schedule and your time accordingly. And also this is the French, and especially Deep Smile Light French will be its additional $20 to $25. I'm just giving a sample, like it approximately is additional $25 or $30 on the top of the new set. So is that something that you are looking for? Is something that we can able to do? He said like, oh, no problem at all. I'll be really happy. And then you make sure you are showing your clients that is your work. Like show them like here, you can do several different shapes. Like this is a deep smile line. You can do a really like a classic French, which is a little bit less deeper than this, and then or like a straight French. I don't know, so do straight French when you're doing it for some clients want a really a soft look. Like, let me show you, like this soft French like this. This is like a classic one. You know, it's like a soft look. You know, you don't want to go all the way deep in there. It will just like pretty much straight and a little bit curved. Then it will take you less. So you want to make sure that you have several sample, like this is the French that you want for deep smile line for your almond shape, or you are doing this is like classic French just on just a little bit over your tips. So the client's like, oh, I like this French. If you screenshot on Google, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, wherever it is, and she want exactly like this, you're gonna get consult with the clients and communicate with the clients. It's just gonna be additional $25, and will take me additional 25 minutes to finish and to make it really precise. And I'll send you a picture of my work, so it's for her reference. It's like, oh, okay, I love so much. I wanted this instead of the. And even the short nails, you can also do a deep smile line. Okay, you can go all the way deep smile lines here, and then all the smile line deeper if the clients want. This one is different than this. So this is a deep smile line, and then this is just a classic one. So make sure, I want you to, when the client's asking this, don't feel like anxious and stressed, because it's not. It should be really nice and easy for you. Okay, let me put it in here. But you can do this, and I mean, you can practice and time yourself out. You do 5 nails and you time yourself out. Like it take you 5 minutes to do 1 nails or something like this. It doesn't have to be, or it take you 3 minutes. And when you get hang of it, you can move fast forward faster and do it. It turned out beautiful. Here's a hand painted. Here you go. And you can use it any colors. You can use it yellows, aqua, pink. There's 12 colors you can go with. Here's the one that I'm using, the French. Absolutely. If you do the gel polish, it's going to be more liquidy, and it's hard for you to control and perfect your French looks. Hold on. Let me get this one here. We did this one here. And we did this one right here. That's real. Yes. Stephanie, thank you so much for the great question. Stephanie is asking, so gel painting is different from a gel polish? Yes. So gel painting is thinner viscosity. So it's one tier down from the gel. I mean, the gel polish is one tier down from a gel painting because it does have it soften, it dilutes into be thinner consistency. So it's easy for you to apply and brush on the larger and the bigger surface of the nails, and it's smoother because buying it because we're doing it one or two coat of it, and it's thinner so you can spread it for the larger surface. White painting, because we needed the gel painting to be a little bit thicker consistency. When you're drawing it, you can get focused on really details of your RC. Like if you're doing your French, so it's gonna focus on the French and it's not dripping, it's not runny at all. So it's easier and it helps you focus on drawing and details the designs instead of outlines and tie the nails, because this is more in details of your works. So gel polish is thinner, a little bit thinner viscosities, and then your gel painting is thicker viscosity and consistency, and also in pigment as well. So that's why sometimes you see me, I'm want to doing a thinner of the gel painting. I usually adding the base gels on it to dilute a little bit. So then that's why it can be softer for me to using a bigger brush to apply it on. So yes, they are totally two different. It's similar, but it's doing it like gel painting, a thicker viscosity. It's great for you to do any detail drawing and easy for you control versus your gel polish, because if you drop the one drop of gel polish on it, you try to draw it using your tinted brush and submerging to the gel polish, it might run really hard for you to control it. So I hope this video tutorials bring you some fun tip and trick, especially today. I like that the French is really awesome. You can do it the French like this, or you can do your crystal on it, anything 3D flowers. But if you want just the gel painting and drawing the French on it, beside that you will master it, but you want to make sure you consult with the client. But when you master it, if you are doing your French for 5 minutes, if you can do your French drawing hand painted for 5 minutes, then you can price the clients at $5 additionals on the top of the service. But if it take you really precisely, even though you're so good and then fast with the painting and drawing French, and it take you 20 minutes really good doing a proper deep smiler and paint for the clients, you can, it's like a pricing, because each of this is $5 per nail. So when the client's doing all 5 nails, they're going to be additional of $50. But if you're doing a whole entire set and you're running between $25 to $30 for additional on the top of your services, it is really fair for you and your clients. So if anyone come up with $5, I don't know where, but if you do charging $5, that is your option, is not mine. So I'm just wanna make sure I share with you all the information, so that way you can able to consider to pricing for your salon and your service accordingly. So you are not going to get hated what you're doing, stressed about what you're doing, because you say, oh my God, doing so much. I don't think I pay myself enough, because you undercharge yourself so much with so many different techniques. And that you're afraid of, oh my gosh, if I do tell the clients, they are not going to do. Trust me, promise, if you consult the client, 9 out of 10, the clients will understand it. 9 out of 10. If the clients don't understand, or it's not going to be a right time for them to do it, they will be like, okay, I'm going to wait for French for next time when I go on vacation or when my anniversary, but I'll do the simple color today and then 2 rings finger crystal. How about that? And I say, absolutely. But if they know that, the same thing if you do any services, like if you, for instance, if you do anything, like I would say your hair, your lashes, or like anything, your car repair, I mean, your house repair, I would name it, like everything. I was thinking of anything. They will explain a breakdown, the time, and then what is a project they're going to do, ABC, and so on and so forth, right? So like they're gonna give you the breakdown. The same thing with the French. If you don't consult the client, they're like, oh, there's a piece of just a little bit line, the white line. Why is $30? You're gonna explain it to them and consult with them. It's not explain, you just consult that how you doing it to work like that. So I hope that this is information is helpful, special for beginner nail tech. So when you see the friend, don't panic and don't hate it. Just make sure you communicate with clients, because the French is just like any other nail art that you are doing. It's only different. I think it's the French is just so certificate, like it's so conservative and it's so luxury. It's not classy, it's luxury, because it does require your patient. You don't need the talent for this, just patient. Only when you getting French, you don't like, oh my God, you need talent. You don't need. You just need the patient, and you can go from there. I'm so excited. Yes, it's gonna speed up your French so much, Stephanie, and you will love every single color of it. And just remember, you don't need to loading it. Like when you're doing it, you don't need to load so much. Like this is a lot. They probably you can draw like 10 nails. So you want to make sure that it's premise, release all of them. That's how you want to start with. And you can always go back and pick more of a gel painting when you needed it. This is how good pigmented it is, because this is how much you need. If you're doing gel polish, you can't do anything much with that, but with gel painting, that's how you meet. And you start with the outline first, and then you go from there. And again, keep in mind, if you want to getting, like say if this is almonds medium, you can using it with the strip brush, but you can also, another option, you can couple drop of your, I'm going to show it right here, and you can drop a couple drop or one drop if you're doing a larger area. Like say if you're doing like a painting and draw it, you know, like a character, you can drop it in here. You can see that how good. Let me show you the difference between here. Let me load more of a gel painting here. Okay. And then let me get one of the colors, which is the number 11 neon pink. I'm gonna drop it right here. You see how the consistency of it thinner viscosity versus to the gel painting. This is like, it's like you see the gel painting there, but it's not like easy liquidy like a gel painting, your gel polish. See how the consistency for this versus to the gel painting. So it does for all of us who is really drawing and focus on it. You see how the consistency is thicker. So when you draw, it's gonna stay there. It's not like bleeding and it's not spreading it. Let me see if I can using the twin tip brush. And you see in a little bit, they're gonna see this one is gonna start, you know, like bleeding it out, and it's not gonna stay in consistency in one. So this one, thicker consistency and pigmented. Like just for you to simple, easy to understand and remember it. So the gel painting is the tier up. And in order for you to get into the gel polish, you dilute this one, your gel painting a little bit thinner in order for you to make it easy application. So yep, when you're doing any detail work, go with gel painting. When you polishing the nails, go with gel polish. But you can using a gel painting to turn it to the gel polish by dilute a little bit, adding a little bit of the base gels and make it a little bit thinner, dilute it out, and you can use it as a gel polish. But when you're doing a gel painting, and you want to using a gel polish to painting, you can just draw it if you want to, but it's going to be really thin consistency, and then the pigment is not going to be pigmented like your gel painting. Yes, I agree, Stephanie. Because it's so convenient. It's just like the brush right there. So you don't have to clean another brush and doing it. If just in case you need to using more than just a line, you can also using a bigger brush. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for the trust and the love and the support. I appreciate you so much. I can't wait for you to receiving your order. That's hot pink is a hot girl summer. I love this number 11. One of my favorites. It's beautiful colors. All right, to all my Glitz fam, I hope this video today's bring you some fun tip and trick. And then this part can be really boring because it doesn't have anything else but French. But if you have a client, if you are in area the client doing a lot of French, this is going to be a great bread and butter for you, because you can't run away from it. I want you to face it and make the best out of it instead of run like, oh, I hated French, I'm not going to do. But don't do the opportunity do the income away, because that is going to be a great opportunity. And then probably the first 2, 3, 4, 5 set is might being a pain because you are master, and when you're doing it so often, muscle memory will help you go a long way. So don't turn away your opportunity to take your skill to the next level and take your business to the next level. So now, since after you're watching it and practice your French, I hope you're no longer scared of doing French, and you know how tip and trick to doing French. And when I'm sharing it this, but adding your own twist in it and say, Nancy do this, but I tried this and it turned out good and I think it's worked best for me, then do it. Put your own twist on it and make the best out of your skill and your techniques for it. All right, to all my Glitz fam, and also the last few days before your anniversary Supreme Trader Box is say bye-bye. And I also have the videos on that Supreme, because today I'm like, it's right there and waiting for me to show you. But then I said, oh, I want to focus on the video today to doing your French and everything. And if you have any questions, you want to see the details on all of the items and the products, the value products come in your anniversary Supreme Trader Box, don't hesitate to comment, drop the comment. We can send the link of, because we have so many videos every day to share with you. So it might be, well, I think it's pinned on any of the platforms, so you can check them out and check out the quality, the value of your Supreme Trader Box, so then you can snatch it before is say bye-bye to us and won't come back until next year. With the different, it's not going to be identical and in the same. It's going to be a different surprise and then products and value products for, you know, upcoming anniversary. But don't miss out on an opportunity to have pretty much everything you could ask for, you could need it for your to starting and take your business to the next level. And in the meantime, I would like to thank you so much for the love, the trust, and the support. We wouldn't be here without every single one of you. And it's marked 8 years Glitz to be part of your journey and got an opportunity to serve our community. We got to see so many of a nail tech from start, beginning with their career, and now is so successful in their business. And then there was in, you know, like teaching a class, training, and then own so many salons, you know. So it's just the huge award for us. And thanks so much for allowing us to sharing everything we know, so that you can take your business to the next level, your skills to the next levels, and sharing it with so many people around you and change so many of people's lives. And again, make sure you take good care of yourself and be safe out there, and take good care of your family. And don't forget to take advantage from anniversary sales. It's going on still last few days before it's gone. If you need to restock your top coat, great time for do it now. If you need to restock your 5B gels, great time to do now. If you need to grab your condensed glue gel because you know it's almost gone, it's going to be a great opportunity for you so then you can stock up your inventory without breaking your bank. And if you need to get in your anything, like even the one color of your gel painting, is great time for you to get it, you know, now and give it a try and see how easy it's going to make our life is so much easier. And also, all the order of the $99 or more, we're receiving your is mystery treasure bags, Easter theme, spring and Easter theme. So don't miss out. Like extra gift is for you. And also all the product you see I'm using, you can find it on our official websites, link right in bios. And also your subscription box in April is still going strong right now. So don't miss out, like so many elements and product in there, perfect for beginners, for all the nail tech pros, and for DIYers. So don't miss out an opportunity to own that. And then remember, you sub with confidence and no obligation, okay? And it's so easy for you to sub and also cancel, so don't miss out to give yourself a try of one of the subscription box. And you wonder why so many of the nail techs that loves it for past 6 years. So thank you so much again for your love and the support and your Glitz fam from YouTube. Thanks so much, Stephanie, and all of Glitz fams on YouTube. And thank you so much, Glitz fam, on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Until the next live, make sure to take good care of yourself, be safe, take good care of your family, and have a fabulous day, okay? Don't forget to be fabulous because you are, and we'll see you in the next tutorials.